Good morning, everybody. We are going to carve the kids' names into these blocks. So basically, I had my boys write their names on these little blocks, and then we're gonna go ahead and carve that in and do something with these blocks when I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is our little pyrography pen. And it was fairly cheap. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. Pretty sure it's Hobby Lobby. So I just had them write their name in pencil. And I'm sure there's some videos that you could watch that would help you with your technique to not be so clumpy like mine is. I've done a few projects with this. I'm actually kind of obsessed with kind of preserving handwriting, I guess. So I'm just going over exactly how they wrote their name. Maybe one of these days I'll sit down and watch a YouTube video on the best way to do this, tips and tricks and such. Whoa. You definitely have to be very careful because this sucker is hot. I do mean hot. So I go over it once and then I try to go back over it and burn it deeper because I do want to I'm going to sand this block a little bit, so I need to make sure that it's deep and in there good. Guys, my other project as well that I did with preserving names. I actually have an extra name to put on there, so we can do that as well. It's probably also better to do this outside. We do have some wood fumes coming off of that. But this morning. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. So, look at that little tail. This little kit, I don't know if I told you, I think it was 20 bucks. And it did come with this little stand. I'll show you in a second. Came with a stand and a bunch of little different tips for the end here, which is very helpful considering what project you're doing. Looks good for our first one. Make sure all our little pieces are cut down. Okay, so there's a little switch on here that will turn this off or on or turn the heat down. And then here's this little guy. You just set it right there. So these little tips comes in a box like this. And then you have different tips. I don't even know how to use all these tips, but you can see there's different tips. So, various things you can do with that. And we're going to set that one over there, and we're going to do this then. going to show you how we're going to make some holes in the top of these, okay? So this I use for my t-shirts. This helps me to measure the center of the t-shirts, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this because I like the center point, and it's easy to measure when I need those center points. So what I'm gonna do is just start making some lines. I think we're gonna go, let's just do 1 inch apart, just to make it easy, okay? And then we're gonna go down to the bottom half, measure up again, get centered, like this. Okay, and then what I want to do is go here and actually do the middle points. So I'm going to go in between these. Here, 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 and here. So you can see there's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 crown holes. So then we're going to go to this one and repeat. Get this centered. Okay. One. Really need to sharpen this pencil. Would have been a lot easier if I had. Go to the bottom. I'll show you how I'm measuring halfway through too. I don't know if you can hear, my cat is having a field day with a bag in the kitchen. If you're wondering what all that noise is, that is Loki having a blast with some plastic bags. And then we're gonna take this, line it up at the halfway points. How did I do that? We went to 1/2 inch here. That's what we did. 1/2 inch points. Okay. Not super concerned about these being perfect, but there it is. Okay. So if you can't see, this is actually 2 pieces of wood. These are truck accessories. These are actually 2 pieces of wood stuck together. So I can see the indent in the middle, the seam. So I was doing halfway through the first one and halfway through the second one, and then right on the middle of the seam. So that's how I was measuring that, in case you were wondering. So now I'm going to take an 1132 drill bit, and I'm going to drill these holes, and we'll come back in a second. All right, so we are going to get started. My boys decided they didn't want these painted. They wanted them a natural wood stain. Leave it to my boys to be divas, right? So I don't know how this is gonna stain. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We may end up having to paint it because it's, you know, I sanded off the white, so I don't know. We're gonna see what's gonna happen here. So I shook this up. It's cherry stain. We're gonna put some gloves on and grab a
little cloth here and see what we can do. So basically what's going to happen, so you can see we put the holes there. I'm not worried about these because I am actually going to be using this for another craft in probably November. So I'm really not worried about that. I actually screwed this one up royally. That'll teach you to take your time. And I could fix this with wood glue and wood putty, but I'm not even worried about it because I have another craft that I'm actually doing with this in November, so we're just gonna let it ride. And plus, you know what, there isn't a single thing that I've made for my boys that they haven't ended up using for a lightsaber anyway. So there's that. Alright, so as you can see, it's actually, so I guess it would work if I had gotten all the paste off, but I did not. So it's got this different whitewash look, and I'm actually okay with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. We're leaving as is. I really didn't want this to be a huge ordeal. This is meant to be quick and easy, but it really wasn't quick and easy. I kind of made it long and drawn out. We're just gonna do the bottom as well. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. So I'm actually more excited about the craft that we're going to be doing with this in November. And you will see what that is soon. Soon enough, right? Okay, so we got this. We're just going over the whole thing. Normally I would do this outside, but we have had nothing but rain this week. So we're trying to do everything we can inside. Literally an entire week of rain. And there's no relief through, I think, Saturday. Alright, it's actually kind of cool. I like the different look that it has with that the white on it too. I like things that look different. I should have sanded that bottom more, but that's the bottom, so not really worried about that. Okay, so we are going to basically just let those dry. And then I thought I was gonna go over these one more time, but I really don't think I need to. I think we're done. So I'm gonna go grab some crayons and show you what this looks like and be done with it. It's good enough for their desk. It's just so that they'll have some crayons sitting there for homework time. Basically, that's what it's for.